Deepseek released an update to its R1 release. Okay, so it's an update to its already existing R1 release. So that's why the release name is 0528. That means the update is released on 28th May. But there is another catch with this particular release. If you look closely, the news which happened in the past, we can see one pattern. If you see one of the old news, it's saying that in April, Deepseek R2, the version 2 of the model, Deepseek R2 is coming on early 2025, like May 2025. It is supposed to release in May 2025. We already know that Deepseek R1 is released on January 2025. Let's look at another news from Reuters. So Reuters saying that DeepSeek is likely to release next generation R2 model before May. But we are on May 31st and May 28th, and they only able to release a update version of release 1. Okay, that means it's just a minor release of release 1 model. Why they are not able to release R2? So we are going to look into this video what are the capabilities of this minor release of R1 and why they are not able to release the version 2. Follow this video. When this update released, there are a lot of news articles in the internet saying that this particular update of DeepSeek is highly benchmarked than other OpenAI or Google AI models. Okay, but the point is, some of this benchmarking can be manipulated to some extent. I'm not bluffing. I will show you with examples. But the point is, this model is capable than its earlier version of DeepSeek. That is a true fact. But why this just released a minor version instead of releasing a major version like other competitors, like OpenAI is coming with O4, Gemini is coming with their next highest model, not a minor version but a major release. But DeepSeek is only able to release a minor version of their earlier version. We are going to see that. DeepSeek saying that it has improved the benchmark, also enhanced the front end capabilities and reduced hallucination. That means it increased the chain of thought. The reasoning capabilities it increased. Whenever a model is increasing the reasoning capabilities, the hallucination will reduce. Okay. Now the DeepSeek R1 update model support JSON output and also function calling, which will help for to generate agentic AI applications. So there is a benchmarking diagram here. As you can see, this DeepSeek R1 model is performing well almost all benchmark except humanities last exam. Okay, on the humanities last exam, it's not performing well compared to the competitors of OpenAI and Gemini. While coming to the mathematical or the programming benchmarking like life code, which is programming benchmark, AIME and AIME 2025 is mathematical benchmarking. It's performing well compared to OpenAI models and Gemini models. Okay, and this makes sense because now the model is more trained with more data and more resources. It will definitely improve the reasoning capabilities and also the benchmarking. But if you look into humanities last exam, this is the reasoning power of the model that is still not good compared to the OpenAI or Gemini's 2005 Pro models. Now we are in the Hugging Face page where DeepSeek R1 release is published. And as you can see, this page is maintained by the DeepSeek itself. And there is a link to their paper also, research paper. But the point we need to note in this particular Hugging Face publication is it's a minor version. Okay, it's not a major release like R2, the upcoming R2, but it's a minor version that they release like every 1 month or 2 months. Okay, and here one point we should carefully notice that this capabilities of is significantly improved by leveraging increased computational resource and introducing algorithmic optimization mechanism during post training. Okay, so my favorite word will be this: increased computational resources. That means this minor version, the R10528 minor version, is released by leveraging increased computational resources. That means they used highly capable GPU or AI chips to release this minor version. To look into another aspect, now we know that US is already banned the AI chips to be exported to China and many other countries. Okay, Nvidia is forcing cannot export AI chips to China. They are considering new AI chip that can be freely exported to China. Now we need to look into why Deepseek is not able to release its R2 model. Is it because they don't have enough AI chips available in the market? Is it like they don't have enough computational resources to train this model? This is something interesting to think of. My personal belief is that they are planned to release the AI R2 release of their DeepSeek on start of May or before the May itself, but still towards the end of May, they are only able to release a minor version, and that minor version itself is created using an increased computational resources. And we don't know when they are going to release the major release called R2. This AI chip ban is really impacting their competitiveness to release to the market very high speed, the latest models with the latest capabilities. And this minor release, let's see what are the features here. So because in the DeepSeek page, they are not giving much details, but Hugging Face, we have a lot more details. So their AIME test is increased from 70 percentage to 87.5 percentage, and their model is using now token size per question from 12K to 23K. Okay, so the token usage is increased from 12K to 23K. This is only possible with highly computational resources by increasing the computational resources, and that's why it's increased its reasoning capabilities. That's how it's reduced the hallucination. Okay, so when the token size on each question is increased, it improved the reasoning capabilities, and then it reduced the hallucination rate. Okay, and while reducing the hallucination rate, it enhanced the function calling and also the better support for wipe coding, because the moment it's supporting function or tool calling, the wipe coding will be improved. Now, when it comes to the evaluation result in the Hugging Face, it's only comparing between DeepSeek earlier R1 release and the DeepSeek R1, the minor update, which is 2805, the latest update. Okay. And so one thing, they use agentless framework to evaluate model performance on SW verified. That means, so this model is tested against agentless framework. Okay, so this model may not perform well if you are planning an agent framework, a multi-agent system you are planning to power up using the DeepSeek R1. It may not perform well compared to Gemini Pro or OpenAI models. And the second thing is, they only evaluated text only prompts in HLE test sets. What this really means is the humanities last exam, where this particular R1 update performed not very well. It's even only evaluated against text prompts. It didn't consider the image prompts in the HLE test sets. Okay, but we are not sure how OpenAI O3 is testing against HLE test sets. So there is the catch. Even if it's not comparing the image, it's still performing bad compared to OpenAI and Gemini's Pro in HLE test.